Taurus! So this week we are in our first week of Mercury Retrograde. It is the last Mercury Retrograde of 2021. We have 3 of them each year. So this one is in the sign of Libra. It's going to last from September 27th until October 18th. And it is all about the balance in our relationships, in our thinking and in our communication. So what you might find is that over the next 3 weeks, you are going to be perhaps really kind of looking closely at where there is imbalance. So by that I mean something like, where you're giving too much or you're not giving enough. In a particular relationship, are there kind of equal roles going on? Maybe you're doing too much housework and you need to explain that. Maybe you are not so good at expressing your needs to somebody. Maybe you kind of repress that a little bit because you're worried about what people think, or if people are going to react in a certain way. Maybe this is just with one person. Maybe everyone else is fine, and you've just got this kind of situation of imbalance with one person. And if this is resonating with you, then this is the perfect time for you to kind of figure out a way of communicating with this particular person, or with everybody if it's a pattern, and figuring out a different way to communicate with them, one that is more empowered for you. So this might mean stating your needs a little bit more clearly, saying to somebody like, hey, this is what I need from you, is that okay? It might be having a little bit more boundaries. If somebody is kind of taking too much of your time, you might be saying to them like, hey, I've only got 20 minutes today, or hey, I've got to go now. So these kind of things it's gonna take a little bit of work, a little bit of practice, but if you can do that in Mercury retrograde, then it will set the habit for your life to come. So let's see what the tarot has to add for that. Okay, we have the 2 of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. So yeah, if your daily life at the moment is getting a little bit kind of stagnant, you might be feeling like, oh, I just get up and then I do my chores and then I go to work and then I come back and rinse and repeat. If it's feeling like that, then this is time for you to actually add a little bit of self-care in there, because it might be that you are feeling a bit overwhelmed, and that can really affect your communication. If you've got too much on your plate, then your communication is going to suffer. If you have a partner, the relationship with them is going to suffer. So this is actually a sign for you to really take some self-care, and then that will have a ripple effect on all your relationships in turn. So this is really important for you in Mercury retrograde this time. So I hope that you have a fabulous Mercury retrograde. Pop back in next week, I will talk about it a little bit more, and if you want a full reading, there is a link below. Much love.